Okay, I am going to start by showing you how to find things. So, which is the middle of the explanation. So, if you know me, you know I like to start my explanations in the middle. And that's what I'm going to do now. So, this is going to be a demonstration, and if you notice, you're looking at a list. And the list is one click down from the hub. If you've been getting our if you're a Cure Drive member, as well as having the membership in the Web College, which you need to be, and are getting the Cure Drive Mr. Reminder email, you have discovered that you are told to test through the hub every day. And I do this. I actually do the program myself. Now, you're probably going to test for things like the use and protection of your bodies, or there's a skill called remove the veil. You'll test for all kinds of interesting things. But me, I test generally for things like putting in functions, because I haven't had a virus for years. I haven't found a virus in any of my bodies for years. So I generally don't test, to remove viruses, or to remove I don't usually test for the list of pathologies, I test for the list of functions. Let me put it that way. Sometimes I test for the list of immune dysfunctions, because I do run an immune dysfunction here and there. And I'm going to show you where all these are, don't worry. I'm going to show you actually, what I'm going to show you is going to make it easier for you to do what I'm going to show you now. Because right now, I'm going to show you how to find things. And you see, if you notice this list, how would you know what you need on this list? Take a wild guess. Just, for a minute, come on, pretend I'm not going to tell you. And you have to guess, because otherwise you're going to die of cancer. So just guess how you would find something on this list. Okay, well now I'm going to tell you how you would find something on the list. This is my hand. And I actually did this the other day. Okay? So this is my hand. And this is my hand on acid. Just kidding. Actually, it popped out. I couldn't resist. Okay, so this is my hand. And what I did the other day, I'm going to just try to make this so it's obvious. But it wasn't real obvious when I did it. Because when I do it, it looks sort of like this. And obviously you can't see anything going on here. But my pinky is moving. So I'm going to stick my pinky out here and be very obvious about it. And what I did is I went down this list and I got action, adaptation, and balance. And then I went down a little further and I got boundary creation. Now you notice I did not test for boldness. I don't need that. I'm bold already. I'm bold enough. I didn't test for acupuncture. I didn't need to do any acupuncture today. I didn't test for acumen because I got a lot of that, but what I needed was action. I needed to do things, to take out, which I'm doing now by making this movie. I needed to adapt to my circumstances and to, what other people are doing and telling me. So I know you can't see me, but I'm just explaining to you. I'm trying to explain this disembodied voice, I guess. But anyway, and I needed to create boundaries with other people. That was important for me. It's something, it's an issue for me recently, that I have to have boundaries so that people don't exert an undue influence over me. In other words, I have to take and follow my own counsel. And this is very important for me. So, and of course, now what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you back, okay, to where I found this, and this is the hub, you see? And the way you find things is to test through the, things like the hub. Like, that's how I got this. Here's the list of functions. This is one of the things you print out and you put on your bathroom wall. There's this, here they are, just this little area of things. These are the things, and of course when you go into the prayers, what you find is that here's one prayer, that the link takes you to one prayer, And then there's a talk about it, which is an audio. And let me turn on the audio so you can just see. You would click on this. You want to listen to the audios. And then there's another prayer here. See, this is a gravitational strengthening prayer. And this is the noosphere prayer. And so on. So you have, you know, these, but you would print all of them, you know, not just that single one.
Well, this is the...
Now here's the talk.
Prayers.
This is in real audio.
Say the prayers. It's for people who want their friends to say them. Or who, if you're telling your friends about the prayers and trying to get them to say the prayers, this talk is for you. By the way, your friend doesn't have to have a password.
Now I'll turn this off. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the hub. And the hub is the page that you're going to come to after this page. You know, when you enter your password, you're going to click on the hub, and you're going to be there and see all these things. And you'll notice there's a movie that starts playing. This is lesson 2.
The essential thing that when this page opens, I want you to hear over and over again. And the other essential thing, in case you're willing to just
And I'll tell you something about the movies.
look around and
When
also
you
me and hear what
come to a page and a movie plays, the right thing to do is just let it play in the background as you look around and find things. Now, after you've done lesson 2 a couple of times, you're going to have the urge to turn it off, which you can easily do by clicking on this. But actually, you ought to really leave it on, because maybe I'll remind you of something. I'll turn it off for now because you're in another movie, but maybe I'll remind you of something when you're listening to it that you really need to hear.